Main battle tanks are key military weapons providing direct fire and durability on the battlefield. Today, it's common to see military units that consist of main battle tanks only, as these weapons are advanced enough to perform operations without other units. In modern years, their impressive development led to awesome machines with very powerful armor and high-tech systems. One such tank is the American M1 Abrams, which has seen a number of improvements since its beginning. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the changes, including the very latest test in the Abrams family. Before we look at this, a quick reminder to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it. But now, back to the Abrams. The M1 Abrams is a third-generation American battle tank designed by Chrysler Defense and produced under the General Dynamics brand. The tank was introduced in 1979, entered service in 1980, and is still undergoing production. The Abrams is named after former Army Chief of Staff General Creighton Abrams, who served in the Vietnam War from 1968 to 1972 as commander of the U.S. military forces. These tanks have proved countless times their reliability and effectiveness as they have served in the Gulf War, the war in Afghanistan, the Iraq War, the 2011 Egyptian Revolution, and more. These main battle tanks are some of the heaviest in the world. Currently, there are three operational versions of the Abrams line: the M1, the M1A1, and the M1A2. The U.S. Army had every intention of replacing the tanks with the Future Combat Systems XM1202. But when that project got canceled, they decided to concentrate on maintaining the current Abrams and upgrade them in any possible way. The M1A2 Abrams main battle tank is armed with 120mm XM256 smoothbore cannon that can reliably and accurately hit targets more than 3,000 meters away. For secondary weapon, the tank has a 7.62 M240 coaxial machine gun and a 50 caliber M2 Browning heavy machine gun, powered by a gas turbine engine that can produce 1,500 horsepower. The M1A2 Abrams has a crew of 4, can reach speeds of 42 miles per hour, and has an effective operational range of approximately 270 miles. A revised weapons station for the tank commander incorporated the latest in digital systems, a separate thermal viewer system, and improved navigation equipment. Seating in the Abrams is conventional by Western standards, with the driver seated at the center front of the hull, just under the main gun base. The tank gunner, loader, and gunner take their stations in the fully 360-degree traversable turret, with the gunner seated ahead of the tank commander and the loader to the tank commander's immediate left. The tank commander and loader are each afforded their own hatch and defensive machine gun weaponry. Design of these hatches is such that the weapons can be fired from within the turret without exposing either crew member to the enemy. The M1A2 SEP, or System Enhancement Package, brought the Abrams up to an even higher technological standard, incorporating digital maps, additional processing computers to handle the digital workflow, and an improved cooling system. Depleted uranium armor was also part of the follow-on upgrades. Reactive armor and slat armor became optional and were offered as part of the Tank Urban Survival Kit developed for urban fighting. The M1A2 SEP V2 version of the Abrams tank is an improvement of the M1A2 SEP main battle tank. Upgrades include improved survivability, automotive power pack, computer systems, and night vision capabilities. As the second version of the M1A2 SEP, the V2 variant provides the Army with a digital tank with a new electronic backbone, powerful new computers, and an open architecture designed to accept future technologies without the need for significant redesign. This variant fully exploits the intent of the System Enhancement Package to maximize the effectiveness on today's battlefields while preparing for the challenges of tomorrow. The V2 tanks have two sights, a gunner's and commander's sights, which increase the tank's lethality by enabling a hunter-killer technique. As the gunner destroys the targets, the commander can simultaneously survey the battlefield for the next threat. To strengthen and continue the Abrams battlefield overmatch, the M1A2 is the first variant to integrate a non-developmental item active protection system, Trophy. Other additions to the modifications include a common remotely operated weapon station, an ammunition data link to fire improved smart rounds, and increased battery storage. The M1A2 SEP V3 variant of the Abrams is a much more capable and different tank from previous models. It has improved armor protections, a new generation of computing and command control, modernized thermal, upgraded infrared targeting sensors, enabling longer range, more widely scoped target identification, and vastly expanded onboard electrical power through integrated mobile auxiliary power units. The V3 also operates with new dimensions of GPS connectivity, moving map displays, threat-based intelligence data, force tracking systems, and an upgraded engine and transmission. The M1A2 SEP V3 is motorized with a Honeywell AGT 1500 gas turbine engine. One of the major changes for fuel efficiency in this tank is the Under Armour generator power unit, which allows the turret to be operated while running a small generator in place to use the main engine to save a lot of fuel when the vehicle is not moving. The layout is similar to the M1A2, with the driver positioned at the front in the center. The turret is in the middle of the hull, and the power pack at the rear. There is a new armor package inside the turret and hull to provide better survivability against multiple IED threats. In October 2021, Poland confirmed its plan to acquire 250 V3s from the United States. And in February 2022, the U.S. State Department made a determination approving a possible foreign military sale to the government of Poland of V3s and related equipment for an estimated cost of $6 billion. In Australia, on the 21st December 2021, it is announced that a purchase of 75 M1A2 SEP V3 have been confirmed. The latest version of the Abrams is just going through the test stage. In late 2017, the Abrams modernization team received the Abrams SEP V4 engineering change proposals contract, which will upgrade the M1A2 SEP V3 to M1A2 SEP V4 Abrams tank. The V4 has been designed to be more lethal, faster, lighter, better protected, and equipped with new sensors. The lethality effort will include development and integration of new laser rangefinder technology, a color day camera, integrated onboard networks, advanced meteorological sensors, ammunition data links, laser warning receivers. In addition to lethality upgrade, the M1A2 SEP V4 will include fully embedded training to maximize crew proficiency in the system. The upgrade will also include improved slip rings that connect the hull and turret hardware, which can reduce the number of necessary boxes with the equipment that provides communication between various onboard instruments. Attention is also being paid to ensure that the equipment is properly protected. Along with other modern tanks such as the V3, the V4 will fire an advanced kind of ammunition called an Advanced Multi-Purpose Round, or AMP. The AMP is an advanced ammunition technology that enables tank crews to pick and adjust a specific blast effect from a single round. For example, high-explosive anti-tank rounds, multi-purpose anti-tank ammunition, or fragmenting canister rounds can be used to attack dismounted fighters on the move, and a penetration round that is made possible through a variable fuse, ammunition data link, and airburst technology. What this all amounts to is that an Abrams tank is increasingly enabled to take on a much wider mission scope, in part to accommodate the kinds of changing threat environments it would likely face in an anticipated future engagement. It is also a platform that adapts new technologies while minimizing development time and cost. The Army plans to begin fielding the Abrams M1A2 SEP V4 in early 2025. What do you think about the Abrams and the new technology? Let us know in the comments, and please like this video if you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.